Turning Red, one of Pixar's most interesting movie, and I will tell you this for free that this movie is not even getting the hype it's supposed to get, because this movie talks so much about teenagers, talks so much about life itself, but a lot of people just tend to overlook it because they feel it's about a girl that changes red, and then they kind of like feel it for kids and stuff like that. But then let me tell you something that you don't know is that you see this particular movie, see, it's very very interesting. In fact, I recommend it. If you know you've not watched this movie, then go watch it. Life doesn't warm you up before it changes on you. One day you wake up and suddenly you're not who you used to be. That is the hidden truth about the heart of Turning Red. Mei Li doesn't turn into a red panda because she's weak. She turns into one because she's growing, and growth is definitely messy. We were taught that becoming emotional, confused, loud, or different means something is wrong with us. But Turning Red dares to say something radical. What if nothing is wrong with you at all? What if the part of you that feels too much actually is signs that you're becoming more of you? Now, what are the hidden truths in this movie? Oh, come closer, let me tell you. Just bring your ear and then clock it. Firstly, change is not the enemy. When you're changing, it feels like everything is against you. No, change is not the enemy. In fact, when you look at May's life, the panda appears when her emotions overflow. When she's scared, or when she feels joy, or when she's angry or excited. And that's exactly how life works. Most people fear change because it exposes part of them that they've been hidden for so long. But here's the truth. You don't lose yourself when you change. You meet yourself. You meet the part of you that has been hidden for a long time. You meet the part of you that you left alone, and then you just open that version of you. Every breakdown you have had, every emotional moment you tried to suppress, those weren't failures. They were signals that you were outgrowing an old version of yourself. Now, secondly, suppression is more dangerous than expression. Seriously, it's way more better to express yourself than try to suppress it, because May is told to control a panda, to lock it in, to hide it, to keep it away from everybody, in fact keeping it away from herself. But society teaches us that we shouldn't be emotional, we shouldn't disappoint our families, we shouldn't dare to be different, we shouldn't stand out. But the more May suppresses a panda, the more destructive it becomes, because you become scared of what you suppress. You don't know what's going to happen when you let it out. It's better to just express whatever you feel, and then you already know that this is what is going to happen. So suppression is more dangerous, and this happens to every one of us. The anger you bury becomes bitterness. The dream you silence becomes regret. The voice you suppress becomes anxiety. You don't heal by pretending. You heal by accepting. Until May accepted the fact that the new version of her, Turning Red, is growth, that was when she started to experience life in a more better way. Now, you can love your family without becoming them. Now, this is where most of us have problems. We just want to follow the pattern that is already set. But the one thing you don't know is, what if that pattern is not meant for you? You don't have to actually hate your family because of the pattern. You love them, but you don't have to become them. Now, May loves the mother. If you look at the relationship between May and her mother, you will know she loves, respects, and adores her mom. But she doesn't want to live her mother's life, and this is one of the most powerful lessons in the film. You can honor where you come from without being trapped there. Loving your parent doesn't mean inheriting their fear. Respecting traditions doesn't mean abandoning your purpose. Growth sometimes requires disappointing people, especially those you love. And that doesn't make you ungrateful. It makes you honest. It makes you truthful to yourself. And you know one thing? It gives you mental peace. Now, being too much is a gift. May is a loud person. She's passionate, emotional, obsessed, excited. She's everything people say you shouldn't be. And those strengths give her courage, confidence, loyalty, creativity. The world doesn't need quiet adults. It needs people brave enough to feel deeply. It needs people brave enough to speak up for themselves. People brave enough to say what they feel, say what they want, without actually hurting the feelings of other people. Yeah, practically. But if people have told you you're too sensitive, you care too much, you're doing too much, understand this. Too much for the wrong world is exactly enough gift for the right one. Clock that soon. Now, number 5, control isn't strength, choice is. Now, a lot of people think when you're able to control somebody, that means strength. That's a false narrative. Now, the ritual in the movie offers one solution: lock the panda away forever. But May should choose to be different. She didn't destroy the panda. She didn't want to run away from it. She lives with it. Now, true strength is about eliminating your flaws. It's about learning how to walk alongside them. Your fears, your past, your emotions. They don't have to control you, but they don't have to disappear either. You make the choice. You control them. You control your past, you control your fears, you control your emotions because they are part of you. Now, turning red is not just about puberty, emotions, or rebellion. Even though I think 60% of that movie talks about pubertal change, it's about becoming bold, honest, and whole. So if you feel like changing, if you feel misunderstood, if you feel your emotions are too loud and uncomfortable, good. You know what? That means you're growing. And you know what? Growth is one thing that every man wants to become. Now, the growth always feels like chaos before it becomes clarity. And don't shrink yourself to fit in who you used to be. Don't lock away the part of you that scares others. Embrace the panda. Embrace the new version of you. Because the version of you that feels too much today may be the very version that changes your life tomorrow. Yay! And now we come to the end of this session. And trust me when I say, Turning Red is one of my favorite animations. Now, you know what you're gonna do for me? You just click the subscribe button so that whenever I upload a new video about any Pixar, Disney, DreamWorks, or any animation, you will be the first to be notified about it. And trust me, I'm not gonna disappoint you. We keep bringing up art just like really, really good ones. Yes. So you could also comment on the comment section the next movie you want me to talk about. Growth, like we say, can be chaos, but what makes it clarity is when you accept it. Thank you for watching. Bye. See you next time.